Sorry if you can hear squeaking. My dog's right outside my door, squeaking a ball. But I don't need these. Oh! Falling over with my big fat tummy. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So again, as you can notice, I'm going to be doing another chit chat kind of video with you, so I thought I'd just throw the glasses away. If I don't need to wear my glasses in my videos, then I won't, but when I'm doing things like hauls or I'm showing you guys stuff, then I kind of need to see. But I'm just going to talk to you. I'm going to be talking to you guys about a piercing that I used to have. So it's going to be kind of a story time / experience / information kind of video. I'm going to try and squeeze it all into one, and if you stay tuned for the very end, you'll see why I'm deciding to do it now. So, I used to have my belly button pierced. I got it pierced. It was my first piercing apart from my lobes. I don't really count them as piercings because everyone and their mother has them. Like, I don't actually know anyone who doesn't have their lobes pierced, so if you're watching this and you don't have your lobes pierced, please comment because I'd love to know. I just feel that it's like something you're born with these days, everyone has it. But I decided I wanted to get my belly button pierced. I wanted to get my belly button pierced since as long as I can remember. The woman next door who used to babysit me, I remember she had her belly button pierced and it was like a dragon belly bar, and I just remember being no older than 7 and looking at it and thinking that's like the most badass thing I've ever seen. I really want that, and I did. And when I was 19 I finally decided I'm gonna go and get it. So I went and got it at a place called, if you've ever heard of Blancolo, which is where I got my nose pierced and my ear pierced, don't go there. But there's a shop in Hamilton. Now I don't know the exact name of it. I think it's just called Lorraine's. That's what we call it, and it's like the sister shop of Blancolo. It's like the little sister. So that's where I got my belly button done. Everything was fine. I went in, got it done. The girl who went before me was like 14 and there was only a shutter separating us, and I heard her saying, "Oh, that wasn't so bad," and I was like, okay, this will be fine. To date, my belly button piercing was my most painful piercing. Now back then I was really underweight. I had an eating disorder or something along those lines, so I was severely underweight, whereas now I've got a bit of a belly on me, so I've got a lot more padding and fat. But my theory is it probably hurt a lot more because I had absolutely no fat down there, no padding. And I can't say I had lots of muscle down there because I didn't. I was just skin and bone. Because everyone always says to me belly button piercings don't hurt, but for me it was to date my most painful piercing. Anyway, I got the piercing done, everything was fine. The first month went brilliantly, second month brilliantly. Everything was going by so smoothly that I was actually getting bored. I know what I'm about to say sounds really stupid, and it is, but I was a really stupid girl. Piercing was going so well that I was bored, and I wanted to get an infection. Like, I wanted to have something bad happen to my piercing just so I had something to take care of. Like, I know that sounds really stupid, but that's who I am. If everything's going smoothly, I'm like, I want to rock the boat. So I would do things like pet my dogs and then straight after touch my belly button piercing. Do you know, I still never got an infection. Never. I never had a belly button infection. But everything was peachy. I got belly bars for Christmas. I should say I got pierced in April. So in December my piercing was 8 months old, so I decided to change my bars out on Christmas Day. I mean, that was fine. Changed them out, didn't hurt, so they must have been fully healed. Everything was fine, and then I'd say about early to mid-February, that's when things started to go wrong. My piercing was really red and inflamed and we couldn't understand why. And I should mention as well, because this was my first piercing apart from my lobes, I was a bit of a noob to how to take care of piercings compared to how I am now. Like, if back then you sat me down and you said to me, aren't you worried about migration or rejection, I would be like, what are you talking about? Whereas now I know like the outs and ins of it because I researched it so much. But my belly button was really red and I couldn't understand why. It wasn't an infection because there was no pus or anything like that, and it didn't hurt to touch. Like, I could still change my bars out and it was completely pain free. Like, it was fine, it was perfect. The only thing about it was really, really red. And I didn't know why. And I was speaking to a YouTuber who done a lot of piercing videos. This was back when you were actually allowed to Facebook message her, and I asked her what to do, and she says maybe you have a metal reaction, try different metals. So I did. I tried titanium, I tried stainless steel. They were probably the only two I tried. I never tried gold because I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on a belly bar that I was allergic to, you know. And back then I'd never heard of PTFE, which is in my nose now. Then I started to notice that the skin in between my belly bar was starting to get thinner and thinner, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was really scared, and that's when I started researching migration and rejection. Now, migration and rejection are sort of similar but sort of not. Rejection in a nutshell. Rejection is basically when your body does not want that piece of jewellery in your body anymore, and it very quickly gets rid of it. And how it does that is, it's mostly surface piercings. I'm going to be talking about the belly button because that's my piercing. But basically what it does is it moves the belly bar up and up and up closer to the surface of your skin till it actually breaks through your skin. It basically pushes it out. And rejection happens very, very fast. I think once you see the starting signs of rejections, people are always recommended to take their belly bars out because rejection literally happens. It takes about a week and a half before that belly bar pushes right out, and if you don't take that out before that happens, you're left with a really nasty, gnarly scar. I didn't have rejection. I knew that for a fact because I did have all the symptoms of rejection, except this redness had started around about February time, and you know, it was June and I still had this redness. So it wasn't rejection, because if it was, my belly bar would have been gone by now. And then that's when I looked up migration. Migration is like the slow process of rejection, but not all cases will it push the bar out. Basically what migration is when the bar moves itself to become more comfortable. So sometimes over time your bar will slowly move closer to your surface of your skin. It might just move a centimetre and then never move again. Or it might shift to the left or shift to the right. It's just doing it to get comfortable. But sometimes, in unfortunate circumstances, it can move all the way out. So it can reject, if you want to call it that. And unfortunately, I think that's what my belly button piercing was doing, because it came to about late August and literally I was lucky if I had about 3 or 4 millimeters of skin in between the balls, and I wasn't happy with it. Like, I literally had anxiety with it. I fought and fought and fought for months with the piercing. I had anxiety over it. I wasn't happy. I just wanted the redness to go away, and I wanted to have more skin in between the balls. I was like looking up pictures and I was like, why does she have more skin in between her piercing than I do? I was just obsessed and paranoid about it in all the wrong ways. So eventually, I think it must have been the start of September, I decided to retire my belly button piercing. It was really hard because it was my first ever piercing. It was my favourite piercing, and it hurt a lot to get it done. So when I took it out, I made my peace knowing that I would probably never have it redone because it wasn't worth the pain again. And I was so upset. But if you watched my nose piercing video, my experience with this, you'll know that I had a similar problem with my nose piercing. It was really, really red and inflamed. Didn't understand why. With a nose piercing, it can't reject or migrate. It's only surface piercings like your eyebrow, tragus, belly button. They're the only ones that can reject or migrate. If your piercing goes all the way through your skin, like a nose or a helix or a tongue, then it can't migrate. It's only if it sits under the surface of the skin. I had the same problem with my nose, and I went to Fearless Needles in New Hart Hill, and the woman there said I had an allergy to metal, and I could believe that because this ear right here, I can wear metal earrings, but I can probably wear them for about a week and a half, and then my ear goes all red and scaly, and it's horrible, and I have to put steroid cream on it to calm it down, and then I have to keep my earrings out for like a week. It's bizarre though, because my helix piercing's never been like that, so I don't know why some parts of my body react and others don't. I do not understand the human body, and I don't think anyone fully understands it, so I'm not going to question it. But she said I had an allergy to metal, and I think that's what that redness was. Like I said, I never tried PTFE jewellery with my belly bar, so maybe if I try that, things will be better. I also, looking back on it, I was obsessed with my belly bar so much that I bought millions and millions of bars for it, and I kid you not, I was changing my belly bar out probably once a week, sometimes twice a week. And that's probably why it migrated, and that's probably why the skin between the balls got thinner and thinner, because I was excessively changing it. So the reason why I made this video is because I have decided on the 4th of March, so 2 weeks just yesterday, that I am going back to get my belly button re-pierced, because I think I just had an allergic reaction to the metal, and I think if I get pierced with PTFE, things will be better, and also if I don't excessively change my bars, things will be fine. So I'm really, really hopeful and positive about this. Pain, I know I just said before, I made my peace knowing I would never have it re-pierced because of the pain. Yes, it's going to be painful, but the way I see it is, it's only a couple of seconds and it's done. It's gone. Boom. And I mean, I've had injections in my eyeball before, so I can handle it. I'm a big girl, I know I can handle it. And I really, really want it. And I know if I don't get it, I'll regret it. I've got my heart set on it now, and I really do want it. I did ask Tracy that's my piercer at my piercing shop, if I could film it for you guys, but unfortunately she said you're not allowed to film in her shop because they are hoping to start their own YouTube channel and they have their own Facebook page, and they want to start uploading videos, so they ask clients to refrain from filming. So I can't actually film it for you guys, but what I do plan on doing is I'm going to make a vlog around the day. So I will vlog me going there and then me coming out. I actually can't vlog the actual piercing itself, but I can vlog everything else for you. That way you can see how I am before I go in and after, and also I'll probably have some tips or tricks in there for any of you guys who are wanting to get your belly button pierced or are wanting to get your belly button re-pierced like me, because I've been doing a lot of research about it, because I am really, really worried about scar tissue, because when you pierce through scar tissue it hurts double as much, and like I said before, when I originally got it pierced it hurt a lot. So I'm just going to quickly show you what my belly button looks like now, the scarring without the bar in. I took my belly button piercing out, I can't remember the exact date, it must have been start of September 2015. So I've had my belly bar out for well over a year. And when I went to get my nose fixed, Tracy did look at my belly button and she said it was perfectly fine to re-pierce. So I have the okay from a piercer. So I'm just going to let you see what my belly button looks like a year on without my bar. I don't know, know if you can see it or not, where the top hole is. I don't know if I'm in frame. Where the top hole is, it's kind of that like light pink colour, but if you can see where the top hole is, it's about like where my nail is now. I'll move it away, it's about there. So you can see there was about like that much skin in between the two bars, and that's not how it should be. So when I get it re-pierced, hopefully it should have a good healthy amount of skin in between it. That is my whole experience with my belly button piercing and everything. I always say to people I had a hellish time healing my belly button piercing, but when I look back in it, the healing process itself was actually perfect. Like, even though I was a twisted little bugger and I tried my hardest to give myself infections, I don't know why, I also didn't clean it with the right sea salt. I think I cleaned it with iodized sea salt. No, yeah, iodized sea salt, which you shouldn't do. I basically did everything you shouldn't do, yet my belly button was fine. I think it just had an allergic reaction and I switched it out too much. So I'm really confident about getting it re-pierced this time, because now I actually know how to look after piercings, and I'm getting it pierced with the right material for my body, and I know not to switch it out every week after it's healed. So really excited about it. Am I nervous about getting it re-pierced? Not right now, I'm just really excited. But I'll probably be nervous the next time you see me in the vlog. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Bye guys!